Welcome to Rathalos Watch. In these videos, I will give you all the vital information that you need to know about the monster to be successful in your hunt, including its weaknesses, strength, attacks, and combat strategy. In this episode, I will teach you how to hunt and slay Congalala in high rank. Without further ado, let's begin. Congalala is a fanged beast that likes to eat mushrooms and fart around all day in the Scarlet Forest. You will meet this smelly monkey early on in your low rank journey. As a matter of fact, he is the fourth monster that you will fight in terms of chronological order. The footage that you will see here is that of a high rank Congalala, which is more towards the end game, and the same tips and tricks can be applied to the tempered version, which is even more amped up. Let's go over Congalala's strengths, weaknesses, and then his attack moves and how to fight him. Make sure to bring a fire or ice elemental weapon with you if you are wanting to go for the fastest kill time or just optimal damage in general. He is also equally susceptible to all forms of different states, including poison, sleep, paralysis, blast, and stun, so feel free to pick your poison. Everything can be used against him as well, including flash pots, shock traps, and pitfall traps, with the only exception being sonic bombs, which are completely useless. Try to go for his head, as that is his most vulnerable weak spot, followed up by his forelegs and tail. Torso and hind legs do take decent damage, but it's not the ideal body part to hit if you want to maximize damage. Now that we've covered the basics about Congalala, let's learn its attacks moves and when is the best time to go on the offensive. On occasion, he will let out his stinky breath and move his head slightly sideways. Whatever you do, do not stand in front of him when he's letting his breath out. Instead, go to his left or right and hit him in the head without being in the breath. It's completely avoidable, and you can actually get a few hits in depending on the weapon you are using. Sometimes he will try to belly slam you by raising his entire body up and then slamming down. You can actually offset this, counter, block, or simply dodge out of the way. When his belly is on the floor, go for a few quick hits. Another move that he likes to do quite frequently is to start slashing and waving his arms back to back while also moving forward a few feet and then falling onto the ground and running out of breath. This is when you hit him. Again, all of this is blockable and can be offset or countered with a longsword. Just adapt depending on your weapon. Sometimes Congalala will eat different types of mushrooms. If he eats a parashroom, for example, he will then start breathing out paralysis right below him, and if you get hit by that, then you will be paralyzed for a few seconds. If Congalala is out of mushrooms, then he will start doing a smell animation, which is a good window to do some damage. After that, he will then proceed to dig through the ground and then eat whatever mushroom he finds. After the consumption of the mushroom, he will gain a new elemental ability, such as poison, fire, and so on, if he eats those types of mushrooms. So be wary of what he is eating before he starts breathing on you again. Once again, you can get to his side or behind him to get a few hits in while he's doing his breath attack, like previously said. Congalala also likes to perform a circus move where he jumps up forward into the air and then belly flops down on his target. Just like any other melee move, he can be offset, countered, and blocked. If you are standing in front of him, he may also try to maul you by swiping one of his hands across. And then of course there's the most iconic move from Congalala, which is the farting. If you get behind him and you tickle his bum with your blunt or sharp object, he might rip one out. If you get caught in the stink, then you will not be able to use any items in your inventory. This is by design, and the only item you can use is the deodorant to clear out the doo-doo smell and clear out the debuff. Last but not least, Congalala may occasionally throw poop at you with his tail if you are at a longer range and give you the debuff, and he may also do a quick forward leap charge attack from time to time, so just be wary of these two moves. Also, if Congalala is out of stamina and is in a tired state, then he will not be able to perform any of his breath attacks. Nothing will come out of his mouth when he tries to breathe on you. Take advantage of this, literally free massive damage. This is pretty much it for Congalala's entire moveset. As for mounting, he only has two areas that you can create wounds on when mounted, the head and the back. Always create both wounds and then pop the back and leave the head for when you are dismounted. In conclusion, it's not a difficult monster to fight against. Truth be told, this is one of my most favorite returners. I am glad that new players get to experience Congalala for the first time. It's a goofy fart monkey that is more of a comic relief of a fight more than anything else. If you are still having issues slaying this smelly beast, then try to use traps or explosive kegs if you must. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more How to Hunt a Monster series. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful in any way, then make sure to hit like and subscribe with notifications turned on. Peace out and happy hunting.